This is it. Championship will be determined tonight.
This ain't the amateurs no more. You got a chance to do something great, to be someone great. This is the first step up, kid. Use your feet. Keep your hands up. It's all about heart.
It's rock. Every time some clown gets hurt.
This guy's a friggin' animal. You gotta put this guy on the canvas. Understand?
The only way to the title is through me.
That's what champions do. They get back up.
Good evening, everybody, and we welcome you to Wednesday Night Fights. I'm Joe Tessitore, alongside Teddy Atlas, welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the welterweight division. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action. Little get-to-know-you here in the opening round scheduled for 10. Leonard's feeling pressure, and he has to be feeling the pressure because all the talk all week has been about the knockout streak. He's won every fight by knockout.
Well, there's been a little other talk, too. They've been talking about how the national anthem is usually longer than his fights.
Now hugging on the inside, and now another left. Well, we've seen Sugar Ray Leonard's opponent before, and we know he has a power punch. This guy can... Solid. Lopez is rocked by a brilliant combination.
That's what happens when you have your chin up in the air like a lantern in a storm.
And now he's down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot.
1, 2, 1, 2.
He has found his groove with his right hand. Blocks the headshot. Leonard's using... Lopez has been hurt. Big shot he just scored with. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a picture plate there. Lopez is still in a tough spot here. Don't get fooled just thinking he beat the count and everything's fine.
And I'm not so sure that he can grab. So what you got to do now, if you're a trainer, the way you taught him in the gym is you don't want to go.
Oh, and there you go. Late goings here this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? The ref reaches the count of 10. A first-round knockout, Teddy.
You know, Joe, I always tell my fighters that first round, the most dangerous round, you gotta be ready for the most dangerous thing to happen, for a guy to come out quick. He was not ready for that.
Danger happened, and it happened early. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for a much-anticipated main event.
You got this one. You know what
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is 10 rounds. The excitement in the air is palpable, and the fans have good reason to be. Sugar Ray Leonard's won every single one of his fights by knockout.
Yeah, and I think the anticipation in the air is twofold. One is, are they going to see another knockout? The other is, what happens if he hits his opponent and he's still there?
Good work doubling up that jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Teddy, what advice did you consistently give to a fast fighter in a situation like this, a speed fighter, when he was fighting a guy with low standing?
Put yourself in position where you can use that speed, where you can control things, the dimensions you want. Stay on the outside, be able to use that ring. Make the guy walk to you. Make the guy burn up.
Good block there by Hill. Landing two jabs by Sugar Ray Leonard.
you got this one.
Big shot there. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hill's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. He missed with that headshot. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top.
Yeah, good work.
And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Parries that punch intended for the head. Leonard's putting forth a great combination there. And we come to the end of round number one. Well, it's becoming obvious that early on in this fight, he can control things if he just keeps doing what he's doing. and that has been staying out at range a little bit and headhunting his opponent and finding that target upstairs.
Yeah, boxing's always about geography. You hear me say that all the time, and he understands exactly what part of the ring he belongs in.
Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hill's climb back up from the canvas may inspire him. There's another right hand. And banging away he goes. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's all over. Hill's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count. Leonard's able to come up with a knockout victory, and he does it. Everybody, Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds in the welterweight division, and now the time has come. All the talk. They are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Leonard's a real treat for these fans, a pure knockout artist. Every single fight of his career has ended with his hand raised and his opponent down and out.
Every one of his fights is like a fire drill. I mean, the bell goes off, and bang, he's rushing to that fire, or to start the fire.
Unable to land clean by Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Targeting that head and landing with a bomb. Romero's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move, because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
Doubling up the jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Big shot. The right came clean. Romero, big shot. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this? The fight is over. Leonard's quickly to demolish his opponent. First round knockout. How about that? Teddy, there's a lot of explaining to do here, but help me with this. Was this early knockout? I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and you've joined us for Friday Night Fights as we welcome you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for tonight's main event. Scheduled to go the full 10 if we get that far. Round one underway. Everyone knows what can take place with this guy. Sugar Ray Leonard's knocked out every opponent he's faced. Will the streak continue tonight?
But what his opponent wants to know is what's important. What happens when he comes out and he can't hit me? How's he going to act then?
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Good double jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard, obviously, we've seen him since he's come all the way up the amateur ranks. You know, he's an orthodox fighter, stands in that right-handed stance. But tonight, he's going up against a southpaw.
Look, a lot of trainers, a lot of fighters for that matter, when they fight a southpaw, lefty, they like to use the right hand. But Leonard, he has the option. He's one of those special guys. Yeah, he can use the right hand. And he's seen, as you said, he's seen plenty of southpaws in the amateur. But sometimes the left hook works a little bit. You step to your left, you get outside that lead right foot up to southpaw, and you can set up the left hook. Then it can go either way.
Two good jabs by Sugar Ray Leonard. Big left hand. Unable to... Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Oh, and he goes down. First knockdown tonight. Hicks is up from the knockdown, but what we really want to look for is how he reacts in the coming moments of this fight. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Hicks is trying to find a way to survive. The way he's doing it right now, he's holding on. He's clinching his opponent.
And they work on it just like you do in other sports. I mean, football, you work on the goal line defense. This is his goal line defense, making sure no touchdown.
And now you see him scoring well with the run. There it is! He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? is underway. Double jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Oh, what a hook upstairs. He comes back with the left hand again. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Hicks's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Good block. Nice job doubling up the jab by Hicks. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter-punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Sugar Ray Leonard's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations he's not getting off.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. A sound combination by Sugar Ray Leonard. Hicks's corner has got to get that message to him. He cannot afford to have defensive lapses like we just saw in that last round.
Yeah, you know, we say this so many times in the broadcast. We blame it on the fighter, but what if he hasn't been taught those things? If those things haven't been instilled already in the gym, guess what, Joe? He's not doing them.
Leonard's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands.
Come on,
That's a big right hand. Big shot comes crashing home. Knocked down again. Unreal.
Now you gotta wonder what the corner's thinking. Are they gonna stop this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it. It's over. Fight is over. Sugar Ray Leonard's gunned down yet another opponent. A knockout victory. I never saw that coming. An early knockout victory. That's a stunner. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Fights. I'm Joe Tessitore with my partner Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City. Opening round scheduled for 10. I wonder if the knockout streak will continue here. Leonard's been able to do it throughout his whole career. Knockout man after man, they line up in front of him.
He wastes no time. He goes right out of that corner with one thing in mind. Get rid of that guy.
3 consecutive punches by Sugar Ray Leonard. Tonight, Sugar Ray Leonard's going to be going up against a guy who's going to try to stay on the outside, Teddy. He talked about it all week in the lead up to this fight. He said, I'm going to utilize my movement. I'm going to utilize my jab. I'm not going to go right into that kitchen of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah, but that's where Leonard really serves himself. And that's another dimension where he's so strong and so difficult to deal with because, you know, he's just fundamentally and technically so solid. He will use a jab. When he's on the outside, he has to go track the guy down. He's got to stabilize the guy a little bit on the outside. Well, as I said, boxing 101 with Sugar Ray Leonard. That jab will take care of the job.
Nice block by Sugar Ray Leonard. They're sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard's giving us something to think about early on in this fight here, but his opponent has even more to think about. He has established the jab already.
Yes, he has established the jab, and now his opponent has to think about moving his head so he can get past it.
Good double jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Sugar Ray Leonard. What? Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Sugar Ray Leonard's really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round. I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Sugar Ray Leonard. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Some more head movement.
Leonard's punch is far off the target. Now that is sharp, accurate punching, the 3-punch combo by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's been having great success with these combinations, Teddy.
Well, there's a reason for it. He's using his jab to start it, and then he's letting the punches go, letting the hands follow.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Really brought it that time. A 4-punch combination. And he's holding. A little head hunting with the right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A crushing 2-punch combo by Stanley. Sugar Ray Leonard's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round. Comes right back at him with a left hand. If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast. And you know what? This is a thinking man's fight. I know a lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No, he understands, and his corner understands that his opponent only had 60 seconds to recover, and they're jumping on him, figuring that the opponent hasn't recovered.
Double jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Not able to land the headshot. Leonard's got speed and plenty of it. Teddy, still, I'd like to see him just bite down and fight a little bit.
Yeah, you'd like to see him sit down a little bit, bend his legs a little bit, and make those punches a little more effective. Not just great where they look good.
2 snapping jabs by Stanley.
There's no need to be on the inside.
You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Double jab there by Sugar Ray Leonard. Able to cut down that ring and just push his opponent against the ropes. Good exchange. He fires back.
Stay away from the inside.
Double jab right to the face.
Relax. You're doing great. Keep them.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern, though, Joe, I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe going to lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Back upstairs he goes. Crashes home with the uppercut. Working his way on the outside and working well. He just stunned his opponent.
And his opponent got caught. Why? Because he was standing in front not doing nothing. If you're not going to work, get out of range. Don't let your opponent work.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Stanley's hurt, and yet another big shot comes in. He goes down for the first time. Give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good doubling up of the jab by Sugar Ray Leonard. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Parries that punch away.
You got this, Mike.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Stanley's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
And that's the end of round 4. Stanley's eye is shut. Teddy, what has to change for him now?
Well, right now, he's got to cover up that weakness. You know, he's got to make adjustments for that, as you just touched on. He's got to move the other way. You know, moving away where he's not so vulnerable to that punch, to that side.
2 snapping jabs by Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard's punch didn't come close. That's a clean shot, able to get in with the solid. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly.
Wow! Perfectly executed combination. Stanley's down. He's going to have to beat the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. This fight is over. Sugar Ray Leonard's opponent is floored. A knockout victory. Boy, was that impressive. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victory.